Hey guys, Tina here. Today I'm filming another Top 5 Wednesday video. I will leave all the information about Top 5 Wednesdays down below so you can go check it out. This week's topic is favorite books outside of your comfort zone, and there are quite a few of those. The first book that I chose is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This is a thriller and I do not read a lot of those, so I usually just stick to murder mysteries and stuff like that. But this one was amazing. I really liked it. It's about this dysfunctional marriage, and you know, when the wife goes missing, obviously the husband is the main suspect. There was a lot of, you know, different twists and turns that I didn't see coming, and it kept me on the edge of my seat. I really liked it. I also watched the movie, which in my opinion was not as good, but you know, what's new. I also read her other books, and this one is still my favorite, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try more thrillers in the future. The next book that I chose is Under the Tuscan Sun by Frances Mays. This is a biography about, you know, a couple that buys a house in Tuscany, and throughout the book you learn how they renovate it, but you also get these great descriptions about the people, the foods, the art, and it's just amazing. I would love to see life in that way because I think it would be so much richer. I really liked it. You know, the topic sounds pretty boring, you know, renovating a house, but it never was. I really just flew for this book, and you know, there are a few sequels as well. And there's also a movie adaptation based on this book. It's not really, you know, sticking close to the story, but still, you know, if you want to just watch the movie, you can do that. I really liked it. I could not recommend, you know, if you're interested in stuff like this, go read it. It's a lot of fun to read. The next book that I chose is Generation Kill by Evan Wright. Now, this is not a book that I would usually pick up, but I saw a mini-series on HBO and I really liked it, and I decided to pick it up, and this is a case when I really like both the series and the book. You know, I could not tell you which is better. I think they just fit together really well. And it tells the story of this journalist who went with the recon Marines in the last Iraqi war, and you know, he travels with them for a while and he tells their stories and you know, reports on what he sees, and I really liked it. I never imagined I would like a book like this, or the TV show, you know, but I think it was actually better in my case because I saw the TV show first, so it was easier for me to imagine where they are when I was reading the book, and you know, I could connect the two, and it was really good. And in case you ever want to try something really different, this is, I think, a great book to do that. I also chose Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Now, this is a classic, and I will be the first to admit that I do not read a lot of classics, and I feel like I should, but you know, I think that a lot of us feels that way, and I will try to, you know, do more of that. But yeah, this is one of the classics that I read and I really liked it. I also like this adaptation with Keira Knightley, you know, just Donald Sutherland as Mr. Bennet was just phenomenal, I thought. And yeah, this is a book, you know, it's easy to read, it's fun, the characters are really fantastic, and actually I'm planning to reread it soon, but there's so many books I want to reread, and this one will just have to wait a bit. At the beginning of the year, I picked up Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. There was a TV show coming on called The Expanse, and I wanted to read the book before I saw the TV show. And this is sci-fi, and I do not read a lot of sci-fi at all. And I decided, you know, I want to try it out, and this was actually a pretty easy start, you know, to the genre. It's sort of like actually a mystery. Yes, it happens in space. There's, you know, this sort of terminology that you have to get, you know, used to, but I don't think it actually really impacts the story that much. So yeah, if you want to try it, I think this is a great start. I'm currently reading another sci-fi book, and I really want, you know, get more involved in this genre. Is that the word? It's not the word I should use, is it? But anyways, I really like this, and I could not recommend it enough. So these were my picks for this topic. Have you read any of them? Did you like them? What did you think? Were they out of your comfort zone as well? Let me know in the comments, and see you in my next video. Bye!